back again with another video. As you can see on the screen, it's going to be something a little bit different that I usually do. I'm going to talk about WWE and specifically WrestleMania last night and over the weekend. WrestleMania now is like a 3-day event, something they started a few years ago. And I'm going to talk about wrestling right now and kind of the new era that they're in right now. And I'm going to touch on that in a little bit. First and foremost that I want to mention, something that I feel is very important, is WrestleMania is now on Peacock, and it's only $6 a month. This isn't an ad. I'm not sponsored by WWE or anything like that, but it is something that I want to point out because depending on your age, if you are a millennial or older, you're going to know that pay-per-view and WrestleMania and wrestling altogether used to be about between $40, $50, and $60 in the 80s and 90s and maybe early 2000s. And then a few years back, there was the WWE Network, which showed the pay-per-views, and that was included, I believe, in the price. But right now, I guess it's NBC Peacock for $6 a month, and it included WrestleMania, includes movies, TV shows, old, I think, wrestling events, new events, Raw and SmackDown, I think, might be on Peacock. So it's pretty much all included for just $6 a month. So if you're coming back to wrestling, or if you're new to wrestling, I'm just going to kind of scroll while I'm talking. If you're new to wrestling or coming back, that's something that's really important, is for $6 a month, it includes the pay-per-views and last night. And even if you were only interested in WrestleMania, you definitely got more than your money's worth. So that was something I was really excited about and found that was new and different. Like I said, I'm kind of returning to the WWE. I used to watch it as a kid, was around since the first WrestleMania. And yes, I'm that old that I've been around since the first WrestleMania, when it used to be pretty much in Atlantic City. The first couple of them, I think, were in Atlantic City. You know, the Hogan, the Macho Man, the Ultimate Warrior era, Andre the Giant era, Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H, John Cena, Goldberg, and Brock Lesnar. And the merger, I was around, when WCW was a thing, even before WCW was, I believe, NWA. So I've been there for a few decades now, and to see how it is now and how convenient it is now to only pay that price, it's amazing. It's something that should be really pointed out, because cable prices are insane, and that's the one thing about cable is, unfortunately, greed is going to be their undoing, where cable prices are insane. But if you just want an app on your phone, or you just want to watch wrestling for $6 a month, it's more than worth it. I know the last few days and over the weekend and last few weeks, they're throwing around like the cinema tagline, even the Triple H era, and how it's about movies and stuff like that. And for $6 a month, it's better than movies. I'm big on movies. I love movies. I go to the movies every week. Just saw Godzilla and King Kong. I saw a couple movies before that, Marvel movies. For $6 a month, it's more than worth it. I think even Disney is a little bit higher than that. Some other streaming networks are a little bit higher than that. Video games are awesome, but some of these video games are hundreds of dollars now, unfortunately. So again, first thing that I wanted to point out was how economic the price can be for wrestling now. If you're a fan and you want to get back into it, it's pretty amazing. So yeah, the matches. So that was the first thing I wanted to point out. The second thing, and I even tweeted about it, is WrestleMania in WWE always looks amazing. The graphics during the shows, the overlays during the shows are amazing, and you can see here the championship belts are amazing. The championship belts, I feel like they do need to showcase those a little bit better, because I just saw a glimpse of the championship belts. Like, I've been watching the whole weekend, and I don't know if it's, sometimes when you work for a company, people don't want to be truthful and honest, and maybe the people that work for WWE don't want to point out, or they're shy, they don't want to get in trouble, or their head bitten off. They need to showcase these belts a little bit better, because I saw a little glimpse. The Rock's belt, I mean, I don't know how new that belt is. The Brahma Bull belt looked amazing. I think they should have showcased that a little bit better. Some of these belts, I kind of saw a glimpse of it. You know, the wrestlers have to either wear it around their waist, lift it up, get the cameras need to zoom in on it. Because if you're somebody new like myself or coming back to it, you definitely want to see those belts. It's the design that goes into it. It looks amazing. Like I said, I'm not just saying that, just to maybe suck up or whatever. But like, truthfully, the belts look amazing. Like, I have to actually come to Twitter, Twitter or on Google to look at these belts. I felt like WrestleMania was the moment to really showcase those belts. I think people have said it for years. You have to realize and I know it's something that Vince McMahon said. You're never gonna be, or you shouldn't be, bigger than the industry and bigger than the company. I think some of these wrestlers, they get excited. They have to sell their image and their product themselves. But the belt and the company should have been like something that I feel like they should have really showed. I know they used to show it as an overlay, like this is the Intercontinental Championship match, and then they show the belt. They flash the belt on the screen, and they have like an overlay for it. And if you hear noise outside, it's because I'm sitting outside waiting for something. And I actually tried recording this like 2 times before. Once the mic didn't work, and once I messed something up, and I had to do it again. So if you hear some weird noises outside. So again, those are some things I wanted to point out. The price of Peacock is amazing. You shouldn't have an excuse why you can't afford WWE. For $6 a month, you probably spend that on something silly. If you really can't afford it, then you maybe find other things to cut back on. The price is amazing. The WWF always has the glitz and the glamour, and it looks amazing. The show was amazing. The setup, the venue in Philadelphia was amazing. So the belt was one thing I wanted to point out. The last thing, and kind of one of the most important ones too, is the matches were all pretty amazing. So if you're like a mid-card or an opening match, you have to realize people are watching your match. People might be fans of the women's title, so they're gonna watch it. So that's something I wanted to point out is they should all be commended on their matches. They were all thought out pretty well. They were pretty dramatic. Kept me on the edge of my seat. Usually, sometimes when I'm watching sports, I'm playing a video game at the same time, trying to just kind of just watch or do both of them at the same time. But with the wrestling, I was glued to the matches. The matches were amazing. They should really be commended, and let them know that, like, if you feel like nobody's watching your match, people are watching your match. People are studying your match. I know that was a big thing a few years ago where nobody wanted to be the opening match or the mid card. Everyone wants to be in the main event, but WrestleMania is so big now. Everybody's watching every single match. Like, or people are going to want to watch what they want to watch. It doesn't matter if you're the first or the last, or it's a title or no title. People are going to watch what they want to watch. Obviously, if you're the champion and you're the main event, you're going to get the most, money, most draw, I guess they call it. And that's what people are going to pay for and stuff like that. Everyone wants to see what the main event is. But as far as just like quality matches, it was amazing. All the matches were amazing last night, over the weekend. I missed wrestling a couple years ago, but like I said, I've been there from the beginning. I've been there from Hulk Hogan era, Ricky Steamboat, Macho Man, Legion of Doom, Demolition, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, Mankind, Undertaker, Kane. I've collected a lot of their memorabilia, trading cards. I've kind of went back and forth, checked out the wrestling cards. John Cena, John Cena's in Fortnite and stuff like that. and some of the wrestlers are in Fortnite. And Trish Stratus, I forget her name, but she ended up marrying the musician. I can't remember. But she was one of the people that brought me back too. And ironically, I know she's retired now because I think she's gonna have a baby. But she got married. She married that musician, blonde hair, pink hair. I'm gonna forget her name. I'm gonna kick myself. But I've always kind of went back and forth. But I think Triple H and the WWE is right. This is the time everybody's coming back. They should really capitalize on the fact or the tagline like welcome back or something like that, or like back to the roots, because the matches reminded me of like the 80s and 90s matches and stuff like that. So that's something that should be pointed out. And lastly, really quickly, because I'm gonna end up babbling too much or ramble on, is um, I never asked for subs and views and clicks and whatever. I never clickbait any of that stuff, because that's not my style. But I kind of wish I did have a bigger audience, because then you're going to get noticed. If you want to message Triple H or message WWE, message some of the wrestlers, message Peacock or whoever the new owners are, they're going to more likely listen to you. But I really wish, maybe I'll kind of even tweet some of the wrestlers individually, is people are watching your matches, and keep working hard with the matches, and people are going to appreciate it. Like I said, as far as movies and video games are related, it's like the gameplay. The matches and the work ethic is like the gameplay. You need good gameplay, and in movies you need a good action sequence, good editing, good directing and stuff like that. You can have the special effects, and you can have the glitz and the glamour, special effects, everything like that. But you're going to need the good wrestling matches. Ultimately, people are going to tune in and stay glued if the matches are good. And the championship match with Cody and Roman Reigns last night, all the kickouts, all the finishing moves, the run-ins, the cameos. I don't know if I've mentioned it because I've recorded this like 3 times before, so I can't remember like if this is something I said in this recording or if I said it in the last recording. But yeah, the match was really thought up pretty well. The production was really done really well. Again, I'm just going to scroll through the pictures so just to kind of remind myself. Cody Reigns, The Rock looked amazing. The Rock is just like, you kind of see The Rock. I guess he has the charisma, he was born with it, but the confidence is good, and that's one thing too. As they always say, confidence is key when it comes to everything. I myself am not the most confident person, but you see people who have it. Logan Paul, like I said, good for him. He's a really good wrestler. Kind of reminds me of Shawn Michaels, even Macho Man. His wrestling style, his aerobatics. So that was pretty good. The belts look amazing, like I said. They need to showcase the belts a little bit better. I hate to do it, and I know they've done it in the past, and I know times have changed. Maybe a ring girl with the championship belt that shows the ring, or a ring man, or the umpire. I'm not the referee used to hold up the belt. I know that's something that Earl Ebner used to do. Maybe that's something that kind of slipped by, but maybe have the ref walk around with the belt, hold it up. I don't think they did that last night, or maybe I wasn't. I apologize if I'm wrong, but these belts look amazing. I wish I could afford all of them. They're probably hundreds of dollars each. I know there's different levels. Becky Lynch got got a beat down, but it was worth it. Good job to her, even though she didn't win. Like I said, the matches were all great. This is one, and I hate to, I'll be straightforward. I'm gonna go back and watch this one again because you play a lot of games and stuff like that. You kind of see how people fight and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Roman Reigns, like I said, everything was good. The matches stuck out. The belts looked amazing. The special effects were amazing. And I mean, that's pretty much it. I don't want to go on. If people like this, I'll do another one. I'll see you guys later.